My name is Alex Wald. I'm from Shoreview, Minnesota, and I'm majoring in economics at St. John's. As I was going through the process, I was wearing a St. John's University shirt that admissions had sent me in the mail. And I walked into this gas station, and there was probably a 23-year-old man who stopped me, and he said, "Do you go to St. John's?" And I said, "No, well, I'm considering going to St. John's, most likely going to go there." And he said, and if you can imagine, like, the camera zooms in on his face and the lights go down, and he says to me, "Don't ever leave St. John's." And I was 18 at the time, so I said, "Great," and proceeded to buy whatever, like, 9,000 calorie energy drink I was there for. But as I thought about it more, I thought, how could St. John's mean that much to somebody that he felt the need to stop me at a gas station in Shoreview, Minnesota, and communicate to me that St. John's is basically the greatest place on earth. And as I talked to more alums, everyone seemed to say the same thing, so I thought, God, I want to be a part of this place. More beyond all of those kind of things that you expect to get out of college, it's taught me how I want to live my life and what I want to get out of life. So professionally, it's taught me that I should be ambitious about the impact I can have on my community and not about prestige. And then it's taught me as a leader that it's really less about me and it's more about finding out how I can use my passions and skills to create opportunities for other people. And I think those personal development pieces are by far the most important impact that St. John's has had on me. So I unwittingly got involved in a men's spirituality group my freshman year. And a men's spirituality group, for those who aren't familiar, is a group of 8 18-year-old men and 2 monks who get together once a week to talk about common problems that face men. And it's kind of a cool group because you have people who are there for different reasons, but everyone's looking to get to know people and everyone's looking to kind of understand their lives in a deeper way. And it was in that community that I think I learned the most about what it means to live as a Benedictine, what it means to put the community first before yourself, and what it means to kind of interact with other people in a way that's genuine. So, for example, I did the Washington, D.C. Summer Study Program, and when I was there, they gave us a list of here are all the Bennies and Johnnies who live and work in D.C. And you look and you see World Bank, Inter-American Development Bank, White House, and all these people who work in these really cool places. And I thought to myself, I'm going to send an email to these people, and maybe they'll email me back. And they all emailed me back, and I got lunch with all of them. And I learned so much more about the city of Washington and our country than I could have ever learned anywhere else. So there was that moment. And then when I came back from DC, I decided that what I wanted to do was get into strategy consulting. So I targeted a company, I looked into Accenture Strategy Consulting. I looked on Johnny's Connect and I said, okay, here's 15 people that have all worked there or currently work there, and I targeted the 5 youngest Johnnies who work there, and I thought, maybe 1 or 2 of these I'll be able to get lunch with, and maybe they can set me up with a connection. Within a week, I had already had lunch, I think, with 3 of them, within 2 weeks, 5 of them, and that, I don't think you can have a tighter alum network than that.
My name is Francois. I'm from Orange, New Jersey, and I'm majoring right now in chemistry and the concentration in chemical biology. So we have a partnership with my high school, St. John's and St. Benedict's Prep, a 13-year-old partnership, I believe, with the Benedictine Volunteer Corps. And they send volunteers from here to my high school to work, to coach, to teach, things like that. And I knew about them, and I was like, these people are cool. So, I applied to St. John's, didn't have any intention of coming to Minnesota besides like Mall of America, but once I came out here, once I flew out here, fell in love with the place. Full package, academically, athletically, financially, the whole package. So yeah, my mom, her highest education is high school. My dad, same thing. He came over to the States from Haiti when he was 7 years old. A lot of students, a lot of kids don't get the opportunities that I had thus far. A lot of people don't go to institutions like this, go to college, period. And growing up in my neighborhood, I had a different outlook on life, in the sense that everyone around me, they wanted to be in a gang or they wanted to be affiliated with negative things, My plans after graduation, I just got selected as a 2016-2017 Benedictine volunteer, and I'm going to Hanga, Tanzania, Africa. Life-changing experience. But I'm going there for a year doing missionary work. I'm praying, I'm working with the monks as well. I'm also helping out with their health clinic that's there. So they're dealing with a lot of diseases, malaria especially, so I'm gonna be there helping out. And then also got accepted into med school, which is a good thing. It's a dual program, Master of Public Health and MD dual program. So I'm deferring my decision for a year. So pretty excited about that. Pretty excited, yeah. Just want to exist. I want to live life to the fullest, And I think St. John's allows you to do that. They really do. From the students to people who work in the dining halls to faculty to the president. They allow you to flourish and to be great. And I will forever be in debt to this school. And forever to give back my time, financially, or whatever, And I would say to the administrators, to the board of trustees, to the faculty, to continue to be there for students, to allow students to lean on you, especially students who are not used to experience like this, like myself, and continue to reach out in those communities where you guys got me from, because that's needed, because you can have a lot of students come from where I come from, be here right now, sitting here, telling their story.
My name is Edwin Torres. I'm a senior political science major from San Pedro, California. Moving 2,000 miles away and leaving my parents behind was something that was extremely hard for me to do. But my mom constantly advocated, and she said, we didn't move all the way from El Salvador for you not to get an education. Our plan was for you to succeed and for you to create your dreams and aspire your own American dreams and fulfill them and not be stuck here at home. So with that comfort in mind, I decided to move 2,000 miles away and called St. John's my home for 4 years. Getting an education for St. John's was not also to validate what my parents have done and to give back to my parents for all of their sacrifices. I mean, leaving their parents behind, their friends behind, their culture, their language, just for their kids to have a better life. It's the only way that I could pay them back, is for me to get that degree. St. John's University offered me 3 big scholarships that truly made my education possible here. The President's Scholarship, the Intercultural Lead Fellowship, and the Saints Scholarship, which pretty much adds up to $110,000 over the last 4 years. On top of that, I've received many prestigious awards here on campus that were funded through donors who truly have helped me paying back my education. With that, with the financial help that I was able to receive is the only reason why I moved 2,000 miles away. Without that aspect of financial help, I would have never even dreamed of coming to St. John's University or calling myself a Johnnie. Here at St. John's, I truly have understood that my life calling is to serve others, whether that is as a mayor, as a city council person, and hopefully as a senator or a member of Congress. I want to serve others. So immediately after graduating from St. John's, I'll be working in a law firm, and then hopefully then get my law degree. And then soon after, run for office. I've been a student coordinator at the Eugene J. McCarthy Center for Public Policy and Civic Engagement. And over my time as a student coordinator, I truly have learned a lot about Eugene McCarthy, who's also a Johnnie alum, and probably one of the most famous public servants. I want to replicate that. I want to replicate what he did. I want to give back. I don't want to be a bystander while things are happening. And I want to motivate others to lead by example. Knowing that I would come back to St. John's every year for 4 years truly created a stability that I never had in my life. The stability became a platform for me to achieve things that I wanted to achieve, to represent students in the St. John's Senate, to be able to do internships, the ability to be who I am and develop myself not only professionally, academically, but also holistic, in a sense that through its Benedictine teachings, St. John's gave me the ability to ground myself and find who I am and be okay with who I am, but also succeed by helping others and representing others and being a voice for other people. So for the last 4 years, St. John's truly gave me something that I never had, which was a stable home. And for that, I am forever grateful for St. John's.
My name is Jake Schultz. I am from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, and I'm an English major. One of the scholarships I got was the First Gen Scholarship, and that was and is paramount to me coming here. It was just a big financial award, which is obviously huge, but the best part about it really has actually been all of the secondary stuff. So I meet with a variety of different coaches, and they have all individually become mentors and just have impacted me in the best way I can imagine. Like my mom, she didn't go to college, my dad didn't go to college, but they always said that's the only thing they ever wanted me to do. It didn't matter what I came here to do, they just wanted me to be here and to learn. And that's every time my mom always tells me that she's so proud and that my dad would be proud. And that drives me each and every day to, even if it's just doing something simple as like this nutrition quiz that I just have very little interest in, or if it's this English paper that is going to be my entire grade. Every single thing that I do is because of them, and they're why I'm here. And so, to a degree, I represent them, but to a degree, they've allowed me to represent myself as well. And so I can try everything, and St. John's has let me do that too. So between St. John's and my family, they've opened so many doors for me to do basically whatever I want in whatever field I want and how I want to do it. And that is just, that's why I came to school. I've been the editor-in-chief of the Record, but I also got to do play-by-play for a handful of sports. I worked for the St. Ben's athletic website and working for the Office of Marketing and Communication. All of that is just writing and learning about sports and learning about people and learning how to interview and how to take photos and everything. So all of that is really kind of helping me become this multifaceted type journalist. I'm not going in just, I've written for sports before. I also know how to take photos. I know how to do some video. I know how to do audio. All this stuff, it has happened because I've come to St. John's and they've allowed me to try different things. If I would have gone to a big school, maybe I would have been the editor of the paper, but I wouldn't have done any radio work, or I probably wouldn't have taken any photos. So coming here, I get to do all of that, and I guess that's been my favorite part. I've failed on a few things, but I've been able to try it all, and I've gotten to learn.
As Senate President, I would say thank you to all of those people. You've made St. John's an awesome experience. And to the trustees, I'd also say thank you for being so willing to invite students to your trustee meetings, and thank you for being so willing to work with us on issues that matter to us.
Just being emotional right now, just thinking about all the opportunities that St. John's gave me. I will forever be in debt to this school. So
I want to say thank you to the donors, to the many people who gave back to St. John's. You gave back without really knowing whom you'll be directly helping. You've been helping students like me who, regardless of their upbringings, could succeed and also call themselves Johnnies.
I could talk about the times I studied abroad and how I meet Johnnies while I'm there and how they know so much about me without having ever even met me. They know what being a Johnnie stands for and what being a Benny stands for. And I think that right there and how it can, kind of transcend where you're from. And it doesn't matter if you're from Cali or from New Jersey or Minnesota or the Bahamas. Like, in the end, we're Johnnies, and that means something. I'm Jake Schultz.
Alex Wald.
Franz Raro.
Edwin Torres. I am a Johnnie.
I'm a Johnnie.
I'm a proud Johnnie.
I'm a Johnnie. Thank you, St. John's.
And thank you, St. John's.
Thank you, St. John's University.
Thank you, St. John's University.